Welcome to Trading Lounge and the daily US stocks for Tuesday, June 28, and starting with the NASDAQ here. But before I start with that, today we're just looking at the intraday count and this little trend to the upside. The point being is that is it possible to have a low in? Is this a corrective rally to the upside? Are we in a bullish market to the upside? Those questions can't be answered just yet. As I've mentioned before, to get a bullish move in all of this, we would need to see wave 1 and 2, and then we would need to see 3 and 4 and then 5 at that point. And then if we do have 5 waves, that's going to tell us after a correction, we'll have an ABC correction, and then we'll have another 5 waves up. But this is where we would go long at this point, based on that 5 wave structure, because that would be our evidence and proof that we're going to get another 5 waves to the upside. In the meantime, we're just really looking for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. And then at that point, we're going to see if it comes down, and we'll need to look for shorting opportunities. So there's going to be a little bit of a blind spot in here. Once we've got the top, we're looking for one more move up here for this. This can be, well, it's going to be wave 5, but it could be wave 3 for the bullish move, or it could be wave C for the corrective move. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's just go through all of this and see how things are moving. Some sectors are moving slow to the upside. Some are quite positive, like the healthcare sector, XLV. So there's good cases for both of them, but we'll just stay with the evidence. And in that, as we mentioned yesterday, I'm not really talking about these trades here because we should have exited at 12.2 yesterday, last session, whatever. I'm in Australia, so wherever you are in the world. But yeah, so we're looking at wave 4 here. Keeping it pretty simple as an ABC correction, and then a move up here that probably won't find support on top of group 1. So of 12,000, 1, 2 and 3 make up group 1. So but if we get a classic trading levels pattern here, well, then you can trade it up to 5, but if not, don't. So that's sort of where we are. So when we're looking at the stocks today, we have to make the stocks basically fit this pattern with another leg to the upside here. So some of them might look a little bit sort of awkward and so on and so on. Some of them actually look like they've got a top in play already. And depending on how you count this in here, it's possible to have a top in here already for this as well. So that's something that sort of shows up on the S&P more so, but we'll give it a little bit of time. But anyway, today, I mean, if we were going to trade short, we would want to see a nice impulse wave to the downside. So it'll come into group 2 here, this old support here, and then bounce back. And then we look to short it on that corrective rally back up into that space. So we'll miss a little bit, but not a lot. Alrighty, so here we go. So Apple, I might just get a little bit more detail on this, and I'm running a couple of different counts, but the same thing. We're just looking for one more little move to the upside there, but I just want to break that count down a little bit. So we're going to have a closer look at that. Once again, any long trades here, we're looking to take profit yesterday at, around the top of group 1 there, 143. So far as this goes here, we're just still looking for one more move to the upside. So just counting up as 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave, and an A and a B and a C for the fourth wave here. There should be 5 waves in there, just about finished. And and then one more move to the upside, taking that top out there at 144, 145 for that. I'm not going to trade that long at that point, but day traders can go long with the classic trading levels pattern on 142 and expect to correction at 143. 144 is important. That's where Fibonacci and Gann meet in their number, so that could play a strong part. But if not, the 145, the 5 is the second strongest number, so that's the next level up as well, using Fibonacci as a price ratio. So yeah, look, that's where we are really. And when we look at Nvidia next, it looks a little bit weird, but it will be in the same boat, so with wave 3 up here, because otherwise we could go, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here for this, or we could put wave 3 over here and have an expanded flat and bring wave 4 over here. So this one's not such a good looking picture, and I know that you can pick holes in it quite easily, but yeah, we don't have any sort of evidence of a of an impulse wave down, except for this move here at this stage. But it does look like we have a little impulse wave to the upside. Anyway, this is the same little pattern as Apple, so let's just see if we get another move up here first. And as I mentioned, with all of this, there's going to be a couple of blind spots. If this moves up here, then we just have to wait to see what we get here, an ABC or an impulse wave, and take it from those moves. But looking at all of this here, this here looks pretty, the size of, to call this wave 2 instead of B here is really quite big compared to wave 1 here in that regard. So it looks like a B wave, it smells like a B wave, so it's probably a B wave. The whole thing is probably a corrective rally, but we need to move in on that further. We could also look at this as being, if we get a classic trading levels pattern to the downside, then we can look to short that under here at the 165 here, and looking to add under the 160 here as well for that. I'll leave that with you, because we shouldn't come down that far at that point. We shouldn't go through, we shouldn't find that as the resistance. If we do, then it's okay to spike down through it, but not to lock under there and move down at that point. Okay, so Amazon, same thing with Amazon as well. Still looking for one more little move to the upside based on this here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a little bit dodgy, and ABC for 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third and fourth here. That can pull back to the 38.2%. But the A wave here, the B wave here, and the C wave here, I know it looks a little bit bearish at this point, but if you can figure out the 5 waves in there, then you'll find your low. So going long above any of these tops in here would be fine at that point. We want to take out that top, but I wouldn't push it too far at that point either. And where are we here? Meta, Facebook. So once again, we have to look at another move one more move to the upside here. So we have to look at what's today, Tuesday, isn't it? So yeah, one more little move to the upside, and then we can get some. Wednesday and Thursday normally bring the swing days, so we'll see larger swings in the market correcting all of this move here in one way or another. In this case here, we wouldn't look to go short. If I've made a mistake here somewhere and that's the top here, then the 165 here as a retested resistance with a classic trading levels pattern to the downside is what we'd be looking at for that. So just be mindful of that, because in a bull market you need to prepare for a bear market. Now in this case here, obviously we've got a long wave extensions in wave 1 here, and wave 3 is here, much shorter. So wave 5 needs to be shorter than wave 3 here. There's also a possibility here that we can have this here as an A and a B and a C wave here for wave 2. So I'll just bring that back into the fold. It was one of the original counts for all of this, but because we can see that the other markets need to push up, then it's likely Tesla needs to push up as well. So to have this ending here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the C wave as an A and a B and a C wave here, then we can play it. But if the 700 becomes the retested resistance, then you'll need to be on the short side at that point, because, well, any move under this low here will create this as a corrective pattern at that point, confirming more downside at that point. And Alphabet's got the same pattern as Google, so we'll look at it as an A wave, a B wave, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is roughly the length of wave 3 here, which is shorter than wave 1. Oh no, about the same. Okay. Bit of an illusion there. Oh, wave 1 might be a tad longer. Oh no, pretty much the same. So normally when wave 1 and 3 are the same lengths, wave 5 can have an extension in it, so just be a bit careful about that. But once again, we're still looking for one more move to the upside. Wouldn't turn bullish unless the 2,500 became the support at that time, and anyway, we'd get an ABC back here and a setup for that anyway. So we're not missing much. There's nothing really to do today with everything. You know, if things are same with Microsoft here, one more little push to the upside. If this move comes down here and we can see that it's in 3 waves and it's corrective, then you know, then we can look at being a move back up here above the previous second high here. That would create a bullish corrective pattern. Then we can look at being more bullish in this case. I just don't see 1, 2. I suppose I could drag that out to 3, 4, 5. That would still leave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, can't prove that it's a bullish market just yet, even though it's going up. But mind you, it didn't go up very much last night, did it? In fact, it didn't go up at all. Berkshire Hathaway here. Yeah, so we should be getting another move up on this one. So this is telling me that it's a bit bullish at this point, unless I look at this as 1 and 2 in here. Look at this as 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. Unless I'll probably have to bring this over here, you know. That's probably where my mistake is. We'll see. Anyway, we'll allow one more wave to the upside for this anyway. Probably as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, we'll just allow that. Anyway, if we're going to turn bullish here, we can just go long above that top there in due course. But I just need to get one more move to the upside for most markets, and then we can look at the short trade setups or long trade setups for bullish markets. Square here as well, we're counting up yesterday, so we've got to put wave 4 here and look at this as 1 and 2. So I need to push up here a bit more, so up between 73 and 75 for square. And the banking sector, I'm not sure what my banking sector chart is, doesn't really matter. So yeah, I've rearranged this a little bit. We still need to move up here. If we only get one leg up here, then I'll need to look at this as the whole thing as a WXY, and then an A and a B and a C here for this if we just get that one leg there. But we don't have to worry about that just yet. Let's just see what we get. But yeah, we should be taking out that high here. That's the thing here. We haven't done that yet. So let's just see how this plays out. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's all good. Everything's pretty much going according to plan. And this is Morgan's here as well. So this here is a little bit trickier in this case. So, but still, we still need to just get one more move to the upside here for this to finish off. And then we can look for the short positions, or we can look for long positions. But as I mentioned before, I mean, the only mistake I could make here would be bringing wave 5 over here, but it just brings the correction, because all the corrections have been either lows on the 15th or the 17th down here. So I don't want to push this any further. I could put wave 5 here and look at this as an A and a B and a C here for this, but I won't do anything. I won't do anything brash just yet. Well, I need to move with the majority of the market, not just one stock, you know. So I'll leave that to the outside here. This is just the S&P here. Still need one more push up here for this as well. Stochastics are helping confirm that, so that means that we'll probably need to look at this here as the cash market's a little bit different from the other market. I was looking at the cash. This is the cash market here, just on the 5-minute chart, the SPX here. So the red here is just an alternative count, but I was counting from here, just trying to get an understanding of what the cash is doing as 1 and 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2, and looking at all this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third, and then an ABC for the fourth here, and then the fifth of the third and the fourth and the fifth. So I was looking at this being wave 1 here and wave 2 here for this. And then looking at all of this as the third wave here. So in this case, it does look like we're kind of getting a bit of a bullish pattern here for this. So I can see that this needs to go up, and that's not going to pull back to the 38.2%. So yeah, so I've got to kind of work this in with the ES and the futures markets to get some sort of understanding of where we're at. But like I said, we can't turn bullish unless we get a nice 5 waves up here. But the other point here too is I could look at this red one here as the A wave here, the B wave here, and then look at this here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So where that red wave comes in here, that will be the C wave at that point. So then I've got to bring the NASDAQ and the Russell and the Dow and all those guys into that. So I'm not quite there with it yet. So doesn't matter too much at this point. But anyway, just shooting the breeze a little bit, but we'll talk about that in the next video. Alrighty, I'll leave it all at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.